5 years, but I took almost a year off, and I just got back 2 weeks ago. I got back 2 weeks ago, and this used to be a Forever 21. So it used to be a Saks Fifth Avenue, then a Forever 21, and now some people think it's a Target. Here in Charleston, that's called Target.
Oh yes.
Fancy.
Yeah. So I lived in Montana for almost the past year, and I come back and it's a Target now. I couldn't believe it. I also picked the worst time of year to come back, so I guess that one's on me. It snowed there yesterday. Where? In Kalispell, Montana.
I got a friend out there right now.
Yeah, just near Glacier National Park.
I've been there.
Yeah, that's it. So I didn't break a sweat for almost 9 months. It was great.
Wow.
When you come back to Charleston, as you can see, you don't really get used to the heat. If anyone in the South ever tells you get used to it, they're lying. All right, guys, right back across King Street. Like I said, the King's Highway. Now, can you guys tell that we're going down a hill right now?
No.
This is a hill in Charleston, all right? So that's 12 feet above sea level. By the time we're back in the market area, we're about 1.5 feet below sea level. When the tide comes in, rains in the city, they're all tidal. There's nowhere for rainwater to go. If we get a little bit of rain this afternoon at high tide, it will flood in the market, and it'll flood there first. If the market vendors start to pack their things up, get out. They know what's coming. Sweetwater Cafe, great spot for breakfast. If you're looking for 5-star breakfast, that's not it. All right, that's just very casual diner style. You can't go wrong. If the servers call you sugar, you know it's going to be good. All right, so get the chance, check it out. On the left-hand side, Charleston Place Hotel. 1979, Mayor Joe Riley takes office for the first of 4 years here in the city. When he stepped down a few years ago, he's the longest consecutively serving mayor in the United States. This was his dream child. If anybody ever visited Charleston in the 70s and 80s, this is not where you brought your family to market. It was a pretty bad area of town. This he wanted to have built to sort of kickstart that tourism industry. The Omni Corporation of Atlanta, Georgia, got permission to build this building. Once I realized that. That building because they buried $15 million worth of the city's infrastructure around that building, okay? Now the market area, if you guys haven't walked through, make sure you do. If someone's giving you directions, you will sometimes hear this referred to as the slaves market. That's a really common misconception. That nickname is possessive. This is where slaves did the buying and the selling, not where they were bought and sold, all right? So this is the land was donated by Charles Coatsworth Pinckney, signer of the United States Constitution, under the sole condition that no auction-style selling ever take place. If you can't hold an auction in Antietam, Charleston, you can't sell a human being. So no human beings ever bought or sold here. They required that it be a public open-air city market. Today, this market, pandemic and hurricanes aside, is only closed on Christmas Day, 1 day of the year required by the Pinckney family. If anybody had ever visited prior, that used to be Bubba Gump's as well.
Yep.
They shut that down overnight a couple years ago. So now we'll cross over Church Street. We didn't talk about it. I was blabbering on about something else at the very beginning of the tour. But you'll see St. Philip's Episcopal Church just up Church Street, hence the name, okay, for the street. That's St. Philip's Anglican Church. It's the oldest Anglican church south of Virginia, the oldest congregation here on the peninsula. The congregation was founded in 1680. The building was built. You guys can go ahead. He's not hungry.
No humor this morning.
Go on.
Yankees.
Come on, Sam. All right, so if you look down Church Street, you'll see that steeple is slightly tilted. It's leaning to the left-hand side. Okay. 1.5 degrees to one side. It leans because of that earthquake in 1886. Dropped the back half of the church. It now leans, and there's nothing that can be done about it. If you guys recall the earthquake that hit Haiti last fall, and then again in 2013, a second earthquake. It's in Haiti.
Oh, wow.
It's the same fault line that runs right through Charleston, South Carolina. Now, in the market area, guys, these vendors set up and take down every single day. They rent their booths by the week for what you see today. Oh, good.
Did they used to just be open on the weekends, or has it always been 7? Yeah.
Yeah, it's open on the weekends.
Well, I thought it was just...
They're open 7 days a week. These guys set up and take down every single day. They rent their booths by the week, so what you see today may not be there tomorrow. If any of you guys are here into the weekend, Friday and Saturday night, from 6:30 to 10:30, it's an artist market. It's a completely different set of vendors. Painters, sculptors, musicians, things like that. Good, man. So come back. If you guys walk around before or after dinner, you'll almost always find something different. Watch out, guys, he's hungry.
They like it.
Yeah, they do. So Stanley had and they got him from the Amish farmer. Renaming a horse is like renaming a boat. It's bad luck. So, his name was Stanley. Yeah, you guys have heard of Flat Stanley. This is Fat Stanley. Okay. The only horse that we ever slightly changed his name, about 7 or 8 years ago, we bought a horse named Bill. We already had a Bill, so he's Bill the second, Bill 2. Yeah.
Cool.
That way he doesn't get confused when you call his name. If you guys look, you'll see the typical bloodline this time of year, the discoloration on those brick columns right there. The sweetgrass baskets are the most well-known piece of art in the market area. Those baskets are made in 2 regions in the world, along the southeastern coast of the U.S., along the western coast of Africa, Sierra Leone and Angola. They're made by the Gullah population, the direct descendants of the West African slaves, the same individuals who believed in that light blue color. If you get the chance to talk to the artists, they typically learn to make them from great-great-grandparents. They just haven't stopped making them since. Thank you. There's no written instruction on how to make those baskets. It's passed down from one generation to the next solely.
Do they still sit at the market and make them?
Oh yeah. Yep.
I've always stuff.
And it's gotten expensive since you last bought it.
Really?
You get a little bit of sticker shock, so as you flip it over, don't.
Inflation.
Yeah. But it's a they don't know how long it'll be around. The Smithsonian believes there's only about 1,000 individuals still natively fluent in that Gullah language. Yeah. So Gullah is a recognized nation today. That dialect is unfortunately withering to say the least. Go on, guys. All right. Yeah, they see me. They got it. All good. And now I'm gonna come right there, guys. So watch this. Stanley's gonna take the form of an Amish Prius and park himself. Bam. We're gonna get it right inside that dark.
This guy knows what he's